Alright, good morning, noon, and night, my friends. Hope everyone's doing good. We're going to play Doki Doki Literature Club tonight. It is 9:15 at night. I just checked my phone. I have the light on so you can see my face, but you know what? I was told this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Weird combo, but I'm going to roll with it. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. No. I don't want to do any of that. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to exposure of highly disturbing content. Okay, I agree. I'm okay with all that. Oh my god. It looks so pretty. This looks great. Are you kidding me? Not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. What? Okay. Well, thank God they clarified that they're all over 18. My name? Patrick. Okay. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I have a few of those kind of friends. We used to walk together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. The triangle eyes. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for your ass. You say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Patrick. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Obviously, I would never be a couple with you, Sayori. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily... okay, so this literature club, I'm guessing, is in a high school. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Unless it's a sandwich club. I am a bit hungry, Sayori. Are you saying you got some food? You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? No, I think we went over this. I'm eating a club. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's talking about. It's basically like you are already together at that point. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I don't know why I gave her that voice. Worried about how to socialize or have skills before college. Your happiness is important to me, and I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're a total loser. You trust me, right? Okay, fine. I'll stop being a complete nerd, and I'll, touch grass in this game, but never in real life, okay? You can't ask that of me, Sayori. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Just like my real school days. Sleep through the first 3 periods. Okay, let's check out some clubs. Come on. Anime club? I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Water. You gotta stay refreshed. Alright, Sayori, why are you looking so embarrassed and shy right now, huh? With your big blue eyes and your very soft chin. There's no way I'm going to enter your club. You absolute dork. No. She's vice president of the literature club? She only did it because she thought she would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Hey, literature is okay. It's a lost art. It's something that we can all learn a thing or two from. Just have a good read of Moby Dick, and learn how to survive on the ocean. It's all useful. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned this all out. Alright, I'm stopping by for a cupcake. Oh, you got me a cupcake. She knows my weakness. It's food, dude. I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yes. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Yo, yo, yo. I'm the new member. It's me, Patrick. I don't usually talk like that. I'm nervous. Girl 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori's always says nice. Oh, she talks about me, does she? Girl 2. You brought a boy? What are you, 12? What's wrong with you? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh my gosh. Patrick, what a nice surprise. Okay, see, she seems very educated. Very educated. I don't know why I do not like pink hair already. Something about her is just annoying. Now I'm thinking green eyes or maybe purple hair. I mean, they're all pretty crazy, aren't they? I know there's going to be a twist in here. There's got to be something, right? Okay, so, sorry, I'm a total nerd. Natsuki? Oh, is that your name? Her name is Natsuki. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Okay. Natsuki, always full of energy. Yuri, the smartest. Oh, Yuri, you're smart, but a little shy. Don't say things like that. She's a little shy. It's cool. You're more mature and timid, but have a hard time keeping up with these two young whippersnappers. Oh, well, I sounded like I was like 78 when I said that. I don't know why. I even smacked my lips at the end. What is wrong with me? Alright, Monica. Wonderful. I think we're going to be great friends. All of us. All of us. We were in the same class last year. She's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Oh, really? So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... I gotta do the binder maneuver real quick. We all know the binder maneuver, right? It's when you are in high school as a male. And, it's about the time the hormones are flowing. The acne is on your face. And you pop a bit of a boner in a classroom or maybe a hallway. For me, it was in front of ladies, but, whatever floats your boat. And you have to quickly figure something out. You cannot do the tuck into the waistband maneuver. You may not even know that yet because, you're just figuring this out. So you do the binder cover, put your books in front of the crotchal region. Nobody knows. Nobody knows that you really have a Cleveland steamer hiding behind it. Anyway, I'm not saying that's happening right now, but that is a good maneuver to know about. Okay, Natsuki, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Everyone knows if it were the real me, I would take off the bottom part and put it on the top, and then eat it like a cupcake sandwich. She's sneaking glances in my direction. Don't you look at me. You're not going to get this cupcake. I'm eating this whole thing in one bite if it means you can't eat a single crumb. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Oh, did she make it? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright, just leave. Give me your cupcakes and leave. I dismiss her weird logic. A tea set. Okay, a teacup in front of each of us. She's the fancy one. She's the Momo Yaoyorozu of the group right here, Yuri. Doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Okay, you know what? I admit it does. I know I sound like a total, pretentious jerkwad, but I love the idea of some hot tea and a good book. Now, me personally, I like London Fogs. I add a little bit of vanilla creamer to it, and that's it. Just Earl Grey black tea, make a London Fog out of it, Sit down with a good book. It's awesome. What made you consider the literature club? Oh, you know what else you gotta add in? Lo-fi beats behind it. Or something like that. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Oh, Monica, you're a real go-getter. You started your own club. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. You're a popular girl, right? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Yeah, that sounds terrible, having to argue and, go into slapping contests, learn how a debate works. I don't know how that works. I think there's, a buzzer or a bell you ring or something. Anyway, it seems like a lot of work, so yeah, good on you for the literature club. I'm surprised there aren't more people in here. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature, which I'm a huge fan of literature. Love it. It's cool. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Okay, I like it, like our own little baby, you know? I'm a part of it. I am not the baby member, because I'm a man. I shave. Okay? Anyway, the point is, we're growing it. I'm the newest member, which means it's like a multi-level marketing scheme. I gotta find 3 friends so they can be the babies of the group, and then we can haze them. What kind of things do I like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess, huh? I didn't realize you had a double-digit IQ. Sorry, Patrick. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? I'm getting all sweaty, sorry. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Oh, George R.R. Martin fan, huh? Okay. It takes a lot to build the lore. You know, they usually do a lot of cocaine, I've heard. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Sorry, I was slurping on some water. I hope that wasn't too disgusting to hear. Okay. I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Dracula. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. Yeah, gentle. Yuri's about to rip my heart out of my chest, isn't she? Emotionally and physically. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I do like stuff that kind of makes me challenge my worldview. I hate horror. Natsuki, no one was talking to you. Go back to the corner and make your cupcakes. Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting I had to clean up after you, you filthy vagrant. A poem called... Fine. Oh, come on. No, I don't. You know what? I really don't, actually. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on his shoulders. I'm not cute. You're right, you're not at all, actually. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Dude, why are we lying to her? Share them sometime. No, yeah, listen to her. She doesn't want to do it. It's fine. I don't like peer pressuring anyway. I mean, honestly. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is talent. Oh, writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki. Yeah, share your work, Yuri. I guess it's the same for Yuri, huh? Well, Monica, come on. Surely you know how to do this. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them. That way, everyone is even. Yes. Yeah, Sayori's in on it. I'm in on it. We're doing this. Dude, Sayori is a homie. Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna do it. Monica smiles at me. You know I can't say no to that smile, Monica. You stop it. Get out of here. Get out of here, girl. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Come on, man. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I just have 4 awesome people all talking to me and having a good time together, offering me tea. They are all dejected right now. Dejected eyes. Look at them all sinking down. Stop looking so short. You all are defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, call me Shakespeare, because I'm ready to write. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. I'm going to jump up and down, too. You really did scare me for a moment. Did I scared you by saying... I would be super pissed. Oh my god. Natsuki, alright, dang. She's got a secret anger inside of her, I think. Okay. Yeah. Write a poem. Come on. Okay, you're going to see how I express myself. Mediocre writing skills. Are you kidding me? I learned all my lyrics from Eminem. They're going to be amazing. But it's 1999 Eminem, so it's really more like, I'm Patrick Shady, I'm the real Patrick. Oh, and I have no sense of rhythm. So, it's going to be great, actually. I'm probably going to do very well. So, the whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Okay, alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find. That's right, that's it. Go with the way of the flow. You gotta be Tao about it. A Taoist just goes with the flow. If 4 girls want me to hang out with them after school, and we're all of adult age and just talking about books and sharing tea, what's wrong with that? Totally cool. Okay, what? So if I chose skirt... Okay, just anything. Tenacious. Strawberry. Lucky. Eternity. Disaster, nature, marshmallow, climax. Excitement. Aura, bunny, uncanny, destiny. Starscape, twirl, pleasure, clouds, misfortune, starscape. Childhood, amazing, wrath, Papa. I'm gonna pick Papa. Heartbeat. Extraordinary. Electricity, promise, frightening, whirlwind. Insight. Happiness. Nibble, nightgown, fickle, tears, ocean. Extreme. I think I'm going with ocean. I like ocean. Fireworks. Massacre. Oh, okay. Wonderful. Kitty, sweet. Contamination. Vivacious. Ooh, I kind of like that. Vivacious. Sorry, I'm getting really close. Probably loud in your ear. Marriage. Treasure. Fun. Marriage, maybe. Uncontrollable. Imagination. Ambient. I kind of like ambient. Graveyard, inferno, intellectual, unstable, suicide. Also intellectual. Poof, bouncy, vertigo, explode, hair, jumpy, holiday, puppy. Party. What's party? Atone. Let's go with atone. Okay. There's some interesting words in there. I think I saw suicide at one point. I don't really want my poem to be about that. That sounds very sad. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Now, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Patrick. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it, it can be overwhelming. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Oh, Natsuki, I already want to just, you know what? Just slowly walk backwards and pretend like you were not here, Natsuki. Okay. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, can you get a load of this guy? Get a load of this guy. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone. Yeah, keeps her manga collection. Wait, manga collection. Monica, manga? Manga is literature? Well, if she likes Chainsaw Man, I may own it. But I'm not a big manga guy. I do like graphic novels, I'll say. I've been reading this new run of Ultimate Spider-Man, and Peter Parker is like a grown man, married to Mary Jane, has a kid. Uncle Ben is running the Daily Bugle, and then there's this like evil corporation that comes into play, but he didn't even get his spider powers in the new one. It's crazy. Okay, anyway, I just want to say, you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Patrick can become good friends too? So Sayori? As usual, Sori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Oh, wait, Sayori. Me? Me? Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. I mean, they already made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation with my muscles. Don't worry about it. I wasn't even expecting anything. Thank you, though. Yes. I'm a big dude with big muscles. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. A book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. You absolute loser, bag of bricks, dumbhead. Discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't know about that. I mean, it is kind of cute, but I'm also like, oh, chill, bro. You're just trying to give me a book. You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself? God. I could always read some of the book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close up my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? That's why you bring food. Come on, Sayori. Isn't that what happened yesterday? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's weird to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. What did I tell you? I already called this. Yes, okay. I'm hungry as well. Come on, I want some food. Let's get out of here. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to do things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! Oh no, Sayori's face is filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Look at that face. Caught in a lie. That's not very convincing at all. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. I can't. I'm not. It's written all over you, Sayori. Huh? She glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around here. I rub my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't on straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. There is a toothpaste stain on your collar. What are you doing with your life? But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. I need a friend like myself. Be brutally honest with me and look out my best interests. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. You're a total slob. Look at you, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh my gosh, I'm just going in on her ass. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind for sure. Oh my. Sayori, hello. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. It's not weird. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Are you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. This is about to get very 50 Shades of Grey up in the air. It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Don't say that out loud. I can't even say that out loud. Look, you look much better now, so... why does it feel so strange to say Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. This is so cringy, man. I'm about to die right now. I feel like I'm watching the first episode of The Office again, and I'm having to be every character in it. She puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. You're making me mad. Let's go settle this at a dance battle. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just try to focus on waking up a little earlier. Alright, and I'll go to bed earlier. It's a deal. See, that's fair. We are homies. Nothing more, Sayori. Jeez. You're doing it again. But I was joking that time. And it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. They do have good banter, though. I do like the banter with me and Sayori. Hey, everyone. Huh? Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay. Patrick, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Okay, well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's show it to Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to know I'm putting in effort. My dog's clinking around in the back. Sorry about that, y'all. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. That's right, you don't want to rock the boat immediately. You know, when you first go into a new social group, you want to be chill. You want to be ready for it. You want to just get to feel everybody out first, and then decide, okay, what am I letting loose on in here about myself, and what am I holding back? Because I don't want to be all up in the face here if I don't fully fit in, and maybe I just slowly give you the Irish goodbye. Okay. My dog scared me. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. I think we do. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Just me. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Alright, let's see it. Come on. I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, no? I know exactly what you mean, Monica. Oh god, the water. Hold on. It's attacking me. Hole in wall. No, it couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, always scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Huh. What do you think? Very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. A lot of them put emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. And then Sayori. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. You forgot to start speaking? I expect feedback. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's terrible. It is like Eminem 1999, isn't it? Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm sorry. She buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but it's been noticed several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. They tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Kind of nostalgic and also a bit mindful. Kind of reminds me of being here in the moment, but also kind of stuck with memories of the past floating up. Something like that. It's like the streetlight is wanting you to move on from where you are, but you're clinging to it because it's the last one. It's scary to go into the darkness. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this was that what she... Did she... I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only glanced over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Oh, poets do that. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Yeah, perhaps so. Lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. That's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Sayori. What's up? Oh my goodness, this is so good, Patrick. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. Yeah. Don't not give me that guff of, oh, so good. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Well, Yuri's opinion was more constructive, but Sayori makes me feel good, so I'm cool with that. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Patrick poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Wow, she's really getting into my head right now, Sayori. And I'm scared because I know that you're gonna, I don't know, do some type of voodoo magic on me and make me fall in love. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Patrick. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Alright, let's take a look. Come on. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. This one's been my favorite one. And you know what it is? The guy who made this game, or gal, whoever made this game, they tied this poem into her oversleeping in the morning, because that's the main thing I know about her. And it feels like I know her deeper, right? It's so well written. I like that. Clever. Did you wait until this morning to write this? No! See? I know exactly what you're doing, Sayori. I am in your mind, actually. So if you try any shenanigans, I'll put you down with a verbal abuse so bad you'll want to, I don't know. I didn't think of an insult. I'm not good at insulting people. You know? I'm terrible at it. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, you made eggs and toast. I respect the attitude of just no F's given at all. Not a hoot. Not one single owl was there because you did not give a hoot. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Also, guys, I'm out of water. This is a very sad day. I'm very sad. Okay, I look forward to it. Thank you. Yes. Alright, we have Natsuki. Natsuki, let's hear what you got to say. Question mark? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Is that it, Miss Pink Eyes? You want to get smacked? I bet you slept on a poopy pillow last night because you got 2 pink eyes. I'm bad at insulting, guys. I'm really bad at it. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Huh. Okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't going to like it. No, I like it. Yeah, totally. It's, yeah, very, very cool. You should burn this. No, it's not that bad. It's fine. It's fine. You did great. Some people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah. Actually, when you put it that way, I get what you're saying. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. But that's about it. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Da-na-na, the single tooth pointing out. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling I mean, yeah, everyone's over 18. They said that in the very beginning. That's the last time I'm going to say it. I just need to make sure it's well understood. We're all adults here. We're grown. Grown man can read manga. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Yeah, well, that's what happens. It's a literature club, after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. I am having a stroke right now. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, and Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language, huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Wow, they hate each other's styles so much. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I guess you're not as smart as you thought you were, huh, Yuri? The language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Everyone loved it. Sayori liked it. And Patrick did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Meow. The claws are coming out from Natsuki. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Patrick liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to... oh, God. We gotta get out of here. Red alert. Red alert. Uh-oh. Bang. Bang. They're about to ask if they look fat. We need to leave. This is that code level right now. Maybe you're just jealous that Patrick appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. How do you know he appreciates my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, gotcha, sucker. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as... Oh my god. Dang, she's going after everyone. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Patrick? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have ever happened in the first place. Yeah, but you know you're out of line, Natsuki. I mean, you made body comments. I'm pretty sure you called Yuri a donkey face. You were going in on her. You said you knew where she lived. Like, it was getting crazy. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Patrick? I do see your side as well, Yuri, yes. Natsuki is a bit of a snot-nosed little brat who just wants it her way, and it's not Burger King in this world, you know? I don't know why I sound like a 40-year-old dad right now. I am just sounding like such an old man tonight for some reason. Okay, whoever I agree with, they'll think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori? No. I ain't afraid to take a side. I'll sit there with that. I'll be on the fence forever. Okay. I don't really like Natsuki more, but I agree with where she stands, that simple writing doesn't mean it's bad writing. It's still good. So do I go with my gut feeling, or the fact that I'm like Yuri's personality more than Natsuki's? Natsuki's like a crazy firecracker. And Yuri, she's a bit of a shy guy. I mean, she's not my favorite either. And I do like Sayori more than both of them, but I think that's just a cop-out. You know what I mean? I gotta pick one. So, I will go with my feelings, and I'm gonna give a chance on you, Natsuki. Ooh, Natsuki. Don't you disappoint me. Okay. Yuri, you're really talented. But Natsuki has a point. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. Okay, alright. I immediately regret backing up Natsuki. She's being a complete jerk about it. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Are you serious? No. Oh, yeah, writing is a really personal thing and sharing it can definitely be hard. We learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? She looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. You're not really a donkey-faced beatnik from the countryside who bones their cousin. I don't think Natsuki meant that when she said that. She just meant that you have overly complicated writing and she's surprised because of where you're from. She's just a bit of a xenophobe. You know what I mean? It's cool. Natsuki's just a bit xenophobic. Alright. The thing about Natsuki glances around the room. My throat is getting dry, people. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs... Oh, I know. Oh, we're talking about that. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Yuri is definitely hotter than Natsuki. If we're going purely hotness, Yuri wins 10 out of 10 times. But neither of them are at the top of my list anyway. Sayori, you're above both of them. Just trust me on that. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. You know, maybe we can juggle all four of them and have it not blow up in our face completely. Well, now that we're past that, she's probably the most good looking, right? Like, between her and Yuri. Sayori's just the coolest one. She's the homie, you know what I mean? She's the wifey material. Monica. Ah, so my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. Wonderful. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. And besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. That's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. That's not the most important thing. The most important thing is having fun. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president. In the end, though, Monica's right. We gotta do some useful literature-related things. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about this? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Patrick, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Absolutely. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Okay, hint, hint. Patrick, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I've spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it. It's been fun. I mean, had a lot of fun. A lot of fun times. A lot of binder maneuvers today. Even a couple of waistband tucks. Let's just say that. I'm assuming I'm like 18 as well in the game. You know what I mean? That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Patrick, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun! Yes! Okay, does it really need to stop there? Do we just have to be friends, Sayori? I mean, with everyone there? It's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, cool. Fun. Love it. End of day 2, guys. We're gonna save. Let's save in the empty slot. Boom. Beautiful. Love that. Oh yeah, we got the... we're gonna exit, guys. So, thank you for joining me. It's been a great stream. I've really enjoyed it. I think next episode we're probably gonna get into the creepy EP stuff. But I can see little hints here and there, you know, that they're sprinkling in. And I do actually like the developers' writing in general. It's just fun. It's a fun read. So, hey, let's do it. Let's knock it out, man. If you're in the middle of the day listening to this, knock out whatever you got left, go home, play some games, be with your family, hug a baby, just love life. I'm so glad to be here. And thanks for tuning in.